thought I'd just pop you on the post box for a minute and say hello. I just walked up the drive to see what was left of the sort of after Christmas post. The thing I've realised about living here is everything gets delayed. You know, like Amazon Prime next day delivery, it's not a thing here at all because we're so focused on like everything is dictated by the weather. So if a storm starts to blow through, then we are at the mercy of whether the ships can get over or not, or the flights can come across to drop off the post. I'm standing quite close to the road. I mean, main road means nothing here really in the great scheme of things. It's just, they're still quite small roads, but there is a road. Anyway, it's quite still here today. It's blue skies, and it's not like fully light because I think it's like noon or gone noon now, and the sun is actually behind me and already just not very high in the sky, and by about 2 o'clock it will have dropped out of the way. It's a nice break to see the sunshine. I've added pictures for you, but we've been having these sort of raging storms over the last week or so, and there's been days where we've had to just sort of hunker down. So the solstice, which I'd planned to go out and sort of film and have a nice solstice, I didn't actually get there because we had, I think, gusts of up to, I don't know, 130 kilometers per hour, and it was just better to stay indoors. And then the next day it was slightly better, and we went up to Yesnaby, and it's sort of cliffs, and the swell was up to, I can never remember whether it's feet or meters, but meters is bigger, so feet, I don't know. Anyway, the waves were fairly significant, and I'll write a little doodab here if I remember whether it's feet or meters, or whether I've checked in and found that out for you. Anyway, I believe it was 30 or 40 of whatever that was. Forgive me, yeah. Anyway, that was impressive, and I've put you some photographs on here, but yeah, what a powerful thing the sea is. Wow. And it wasn't hard to sort of imagine being sort of at sea, and the storms raging and sort of boats being shipwrecked against these kind of cliff tops. It's actually terrifying in so many ways. If you around Orkney we have so many wreck sites, and it's hardly surprising. It's hardly surprising because it's just treacherous waters. Yeah, I hope everybody's okay, and I hope you're getting some sunshine too. Midwinter, so now the days start getting lighter. We can take comfort in that. I think it's all about. I always talk about gratitude, but I think we need to remind ourselves often how many of us are so fortunate. We've all got different stories and different paths and different ways of seeing things, and it's been a thing that I've been reflecting on and talking about in relation to my own life and other people. But I don't think that we can judge another for their journey, and we also can't interpret it fully because we just don't know what people are going through. Sometimes we can relate to what happens in the world, can't we, or incidents that happen to people, but I'm not sure that we can fully relate because our brains are all different, and the way that we see the world is different, and all those collective influences from our own life, they allow us to see things differently. And I think I've talked about this on YouTube before. It's like we all have these like puzzle pieces, and these puzzle pieces all make this sort of this picture, and not everybody's is the same, and it's hard for us sometimes to fully relate to the way somebody reacts or feels about a situation because it's their situation and it's their kind of their view of that. And I think it's really important to remember that. And the other thing that's really important to remember, I think, and a lesson that I learned really early on, is you can't change the way that somebody else sees things fully. They will respond to things the way they do. And if you constantly wait for somebody to change their mind about something or see something differently, it becomes fruitless. You are lost in that kind of that loop of waiting for somebody to change, and they might be completely oblivious. So yeah, I don't know why I'm dropping that in there, but I'm just dropping that in there. I think it's conversations. It makes you very thoughtful this time of year, doesn't it, with Christmas and New Year, and you start to think about everything, your lives and relationships and the way you see things, and we sort of have positive anticipation of the new year and feel like, I don't know, for me it feels like almost like a clean slate. And I know that's totally psychological, but yeah, sometimes it's just easy to go, okay, so from this point I'll make these changes, and maybe those little symbolic kind of markers in the sand, they really do kind of I don't know, make it easier to think about starting things anew. Yeah, I think that definitely kind of works for me on some levels, and yeah, I anticipate that it'll work for some of you too. But yeah, I've been thinking quite a lot about what I want to do this year, and which markers I want to reach, and which things I'm taking forward with me and which things I'm going to leave behind now. And for me, obviously, with this huge move and huge change in my life, it's all about continuing to find that peace and that space and the things that are positive. Anyway, I'm going back now down this drive to have a cup of tea. So I'll speak to you later.